What is up, everybody? It is 5 a.m. this morning. About to kill a back and bicep workout with Carlos. He just texted me, he said he's like a couple minutes away, so I'll show you whenever he gets here. And I'm excited. It's early in the morning, not a lot of people in the gym, so empty gym. A lot of supersets, a lot of drop sets. It's gonna be a great workout. I'm excited. Just had breakfast, so I'm feeling full. Sipping on some pre-workout, so I got some caffeine in me. So I'm fired up. It's gonna be fun. See y'all in there. Alright guys, first exercise today we did 5 sets of failure on wide grip pull-ups just to focus on our V-taper and our lats. Notice I'm going all the way down and then pulling up, and then towards the last couple reps I can't go all the way up, so I'm still doing partial just to get some of the lat movement. Carlos right there doing some pull-ups too. We really like pull-ups. We do 10 sets during our workout. We do 5 during the beginning to warm up, and then we do 5 more later on. Next exercise right here is a T-bar pull downs, pulling right down to the chest, making sure I'm getting a good contraction, focusing on not trying to engage my traps, just focusing on squeezing mostly my back, not my arms either. Just trying to relax every single muscle except the muscle that you're trying to focus on working out. This is my first set right here, so I'm doing a lot of high volume, just making sure that I can get good pump and just warm up the muscles before I go a little bit heavier. This set right here, I decided to go a little bit heavier. I think I did 80 pounds or 100 on the first set, and then now this is 140, so a little bit heavier. So my form is going to be neglected just a tad, and that's okay with me. I'm okay going a little bit heavier. That's my philosophy. As long as you can get at least 5 or 6 good reps and then kind of push yourself past the other ones, I feel like that's when you get your most growth. Next exercise here is a reverse grip T-bar rows. This is very important whenever you perform this exercise, to make sure that you have good posture, make sure you keep your core engaged and keep it tight. And an easy way to do this is make sure that you have your back kind of arced up so you can see your chest, and make sure that your neck, you're looking upward as well, just so your back is in line, so it's not like a little half moon, because that's whenever you get an injury. Just making sure it's going, you're not letting it jerk down, you're still getting a good stretch, but it's controlled through the whole entire movement right there. After 4 sets of that exercise, we decided to finish out our 5 more sets of wide grip pull-ups. So here's another one. I like this little pull-up bar a little bit better than the other one, but see me, I'm pretty sore, so I'm doing partial reps right there, just trying to get as many as I can knocked out. After this, we did 4 sets of dumbbell rows, single arm. Really good exercise, making sure you're squeezing at the top. Notice our feet, we're making it not one foot in front of the other, we're putting it side by side. I saw, I forgot who did it, but someone did a YouTube video over it, and then I tried this, and it didn't hurt my back anymore. The other way, doing a staggered stance, really used to hurt my back. It used to just ache and hurt, so this I have no problem at all, no pain at all. Making sure my glutes and my core is just engaged, making sure my back, I'm looking up so I can see my chest, and squeezing that rhomboid and lat. You see a lot of thickness. Make sure you get a good stretch on this, make sure you're not slamming the weight down, making sure it's controlled. Get a good stretch, pause for a second at the bottom for like a split second, and then just yanking up, squeezing, contracting your whole entire back on that side. Great exercise. Definitely do this if you want to grow your back for sure. Another variation of some rows, bent over rows, are 2 dumbbells. Put 2 dumbbells in your hand. Like I said earlier on the other exercises, keep your core tight, keep it engaged, make sure you're looking up, and preferably don't let people walk in front of your video, but if it happens, it happened. It's all good. I'm in a public gym, so not really too worried about it. Everyone else got to get their own gains too. Next exercise we decided to hit some rear delts, just because you're already working out your rear delts anyways with back. So we decided to do a little bit of isolation, let our rhomboids rest a little bit. So here we go, getting a good stretch. We like doing cables, also dumbbells. whichever is honestly your preference. I encourage you to switch it up though too, just to shock the muscle. So we haven't done this in about a month, so we were like, hey, let's do cable today. So we're like, yeah, totally, let's do it. So here we go. Just make sure you get a good stretch and squeeze for about a second or so, making sure that rear delt's really getting that little ball shape once you cut down. And I gotta be honest with you guys, for a while, for my first show, I didn't really do too much back. My second show, my back was neglecting. So this show, I am really focusing on bringing out my shoulders, my lateral delts, and my back. That's one of my weak points, and I'm really trying to grow that imbalance. I really want to focus on getting more of a balanced physique. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how my back looks this year. I've been hitting it extremely hard for the past couple months. 10 sets of 15 pull-ups, or as many as I can. I can't do 10 sets of 15, but I do as best as I can. Just keep on pushing myself, making sure I'm getting a good stretch and squeeze. And I've seen a lot of growth in my back throughout this past couple months, so I'm really encouraged about that. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to look on stage. Now, one of the best exercises, in my opinion, is T-bar rows. And honestly, guys, for years I used to do these wrong. I used to shrug my traps up and engage them. So now, if you want to do this exercise correctly, relax your arms, make sure your chest is pointed upward toward the top of the machine, and make sure you're just squeezing your rhomboids, focusing on squeezing your lower back. Point your elbows kind of down, or back and down instead of up, to engage your traps, just so you don't get major big traps like me, because I'm very trap dominant. I used to squeeze my traps on everything because I was trying to go heavy and not focus on good form. So this past year I've really learned a lot about how to build my muscles, and I'm excited to share that, guys, with you. So last exercise for back, we did high, mid, and now we're doing lower, just to focus on our little Christmas tree once you cut down. So there's me doing a front double bicep. It's the best way to do that exercise. No, I'm just kidding. But it's great this is a great hyperextension, so focus on your lower back, make sure you got a strong core, and make sure you do this, because if you want to do some bent over rows, you really need a strong back for sure. Alright, that concludes my back workout. Now we went on to biceps. So here we are doing some wide grip preacher curls. Really love this exercise. I do very high volume. I didn't count the reps, and just because I like going to a failure, I like really pushing myself to those last couple reps, because that's whenever you see a lot of growth. Notice I'm going all the way down, stretching, making sure that bicep is fully extended, and then coming back up and balling it up. And I'm relaxing my forearms. I'm not squeezing my forearms. I'm focusing on just squeezing my bicep. If you have a trouble squeezing your forearms as well, you can try and do what Carlos does and do the open hand curl. You still engage your bicep. It's a great exercise. It's also good just focusing on muscle-mind connection and getting just that bicep peak. So we did wide grip, and then we did close grip preacher curl. So same thing, just a different exercise, going all the way down, all the way up, squeezing at the top. Good contraction, and make sure that you engage those muscle fibers. So whenever I say get a good contraction, I'm saying squeeze your muscles as hard as you can, whatever muscle group you're focusing on. So for this bicep, so I'm relaxing my forearms, I'm trying to squeeze my bicep just as hard as I can and just get as much blood flow and engage as many muscle fibers as I can. So on to the last bicep exercise. We did 4 sets of everything that you guys just saw, 4 sets of failure. So this is the flat preacher curl dumbbell. Really like this. I'm really focusing on pulling it out towards the outer part to get my peak. So we did outer, inner, outer grip. Really love this exercise. So I did this also in my arm workout. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please go check that out. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, please put that in the comment box below, and subscribe and like my video. And I'm gonna post a video later on this week about the purpose of my channel and what you guys should see in the future. So I really appreciate all the love and support I've been getting, and I'll catch y'all later. Thanks.